All right, so today we are constructing let me just show you, let me just open your OneNote. We are constructing angles, angles 60, 120, 90, 45, and 30, and we'll not end there. We'll further construct angle 150 and angle 105. So that's going to make it a total of 7 angles. So watch how I'm going to construct that in the next 10 minutes. It's not going to exceed 10 minutes. I'm going to construct that. So let's go. Yeah. So here is it. The first thing you do, you bring in. So pay attention to what I'm doing, because I'm going to try to do it pretty fast. We have 0 to. I can choose anyone. I think today I'm going to choose 8, 0 to 8. I could choose 0 to 10. I could choose anyone. Bring in my compass. I put in the middle. I think I can do exactly 4 to 8. Great. Now I'm going to lock this and hide my ruler. Now I'm going to draw a circumference. Okay. All right. So the next thing is I'm going to take this to the end point here and draw angle 60, and then I will take it to the other side and draw angle 120. Note that I could also put this point at angle 60 and draw angle 120, but any of the two works. So right here I draw angle 120. So you see we already have angle 120. Then I want to bisect angle 120 and angle 60 to get angle 90. So I take my compass to angle 120, cut an arc above. Then I take the compass to angle 60 and cut, let me undo that, and cut the other arc here. And that's it. So let's connect these 3 angles we've done with our ruler. Are you following?
Yeah.
Am I too fast?
No.
Okay. So here I'm going to connect angle 90 here. Let me make that a bit straight. Okay, for some, let's see how we can make that work. Now we connect that line. Okay, we've gotten that. The next one is we're gonna make it at 120. Let's connect the 120 together. I'll try not to make it beyond 10 minutes. I'm trying to beat the time. I didn't set a timer. I should have set a timer. Okay, I believe 1 minute would have gone, so let me quickly set a timer here just to that should be okay. Just a moment, please. Let me set a timer. So I'm also going to do that for you too. Yeah. So right here I will put 9 because I've started for a while now. So I just okay. So I don't know how many it's counting, but all I know is that a timer is counting at the background. I can't see it right here, but I know that it's going to ring, it's going to notify us when the time is over.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can finish that in 10 minutes. It's kind of a bit slow because I'm trying to connect these lines. Okay, the next thing is to draw a line. And after that, I will also do the same for this. Okay. There's a small trick here. I'm going to fix that. Okay, then we'll connect that. Okay, now let's hide our ruler. Bring in our compass. And remember, we've done 3 angles already, remains 4. So the first one is to do angle 45. Let's bisect it. Let's draw an arc here. So angle 45. I draw an arc here at 90, and I'll take it to 0 because that's, we want to get 45, right? Then I'll bring it close to the previous one, and I draw an arc there. So we already have 45. We already have 45. Now I'm not going to draw the line yet. I want to also draw 30. So I'll take to 60 and draw 30. Am I too fast?
No.
Yeah, so I take it to 60. I draw an arc here. Then I take it to 0. And okay, that's not 0 exactly. So, and I cut the other arc. So you see how I'm able to construct 45 and 30. Now I'm not going to end there. I'm also going to take, I've constructed 45 and 30. I will connect the lines to the midpoint. But before I do that, let me construct angle 105. Angle 105 is in between angle 90 and angle 120. Know that this is 120 that we've constructed. This is 90. This is okay. This is 60. This is 45. And this is 30. So now angle 105 is in between 90 and 120. So that's why I came back to 90. I'm going to draw an arc above. Now after drawing an arc above, I will take it to 120 and cut the previous arc. Okay, this is a bit fast. I'm trying to beat time. Now I'm going to cut it. Oh, it did not cut. Okay, I will extend the arc from the other point. That's obviously what I would do. So
Yeah.
I would bring it again and let's cut it right there. So yeah. So right there, let's cut it. And so we already have 105. I'm going to connect that in a moment. Let's do one of 150. 150 is in between 120 and 180. Note that 180 is on a straight line. So I'm going to write 180 here. And I'm going to write 0 here. So all of these are in degrees. So at 120, let's bring the compass a bit closer, and let's draw one here like this. Now at 180, oh okay, that doesn't seem to be the case. We are going to bring that a bit closer and we are going to cut it. And voila, we are almost done. Let's connect all our lines together and we can say that we are done with 7 angles. Is that easy? So we're done with 7 angles. The connection of the line is probably was delaying a bit. because I'm trying to be super accurate. Regardless, it's going to be accurate. Let's connect that. So we have that, then we have that of 30. Now let's connect that. Great. Then we have 2 more angles and we are done. I don't know how many minutes is remaining. I can't even tell. Okay, let me just switch there and see how many minutes I have left. I have 2 minutes 49 seconds. Oh my god, that is already very close. It's going to, I'm done already, but let's finish this. This is going to be a bit tricky, but we are done. I know. Okay. I think the time is still available a bit, but I should not just be too comfortable that way. All right, then we connect this line. That was not super perfect. Let me undo that, and let me yeah. Then the next one we have is the last one. So I'm rushing this right now, but I know we're going to be done in a moment. Was I too fast?
No, that's not.
Okay. I know it's going to ring soon. Already envision is going to ring soon. Okay, and voila, we are done. Let's bring in our protractor and let's see. Let's test for the accuracy. So we're leaving it at 90 exactly. And no. Yes. So this way we have 30, 45, 60, 90, 105, 120, 150. Yes, so I want to see how many minutes we have left. Oh, 55 seconds left. All right. That's great. I would like you to also give it a try. Would you like to give it a try?
Not really, because I'll probably get it wrong.
No, I'll be here to guide you. I'll be here to guide you through what I just did. So I'll be here to guide you through what I just did. So I'm going to insert this in your OneNote, and I know it's going to ring in a moment. And yes, it's right there in your OneNote. So let me stop sharing my screen and give you the opportunity to. I believe you still have the link to this. Oh, let me just send in the chat.
I guess so.
Yeah. So it's time for you, and it's going to ring. It's time for you to. Yeah, it's going to ring eventually. Yeah. So check the chat and get on the link and share your screen. And so ensure that you are sharing your screen and you're already on the link. I'm going to give you, I will not give you 10 minutes. I would try to give you like 20 minutes, or yeah, like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. How many minutes would you want me to give you?
I don't know.
Okay, I used 10 minutes. Let me give you 15 minutes. Because of the additional guidance and all of that, 15 minutes should be enough. So bring in your ruler and draw your line, then I'll start the time. Ensure your line is at the down part of it. You can equally view your OneNote because you can easily view your OneNote later, because what I just did, I've included it in your OneNote already. I included it in your OneNote. All right. Can we move on? Can we move on?
Yeah.
All right. So let me put the timer now. All right. So I've started the timer. Put in your ruler. Draw a line of any convenient line of your choice. 8 centimeters. 10. It should not exceed 10 centimeters though. Yeah, you can always deactivate the pen if you don't want it to write, so it doesn't scribble on your screen. Then you bring in your compass. Oh, remember to bring in the ruler. Remember to bring in the ruler so that you can put it in the center. You can put the compass in it. No, just the compass in the center at 4. Extend the 4 to 8. Like extend the pencil to 8. To 8, and that makes it exactly. Now you can lock the compass and hide your ruler. I don't know how convenient it is going to be for you because this line is not in the center. I really wish the line was in the center. It's going to make it easier for you, but go ahead, draw the circumference. Draw the circumference.
How?
Turn the compass above. No, you pin the head, of course. Let the pencil, let the pen, then pin the head and turn it all the way to the other side, and it's going to draw a circumference. Great. Now the next thing you want to do is you take the compass to 0 degrees. You know where your 0 degrees is now, right? So take it to 0 degrees. To the right. Yes, to the right. Yeah, that's the right. Take it to the end there, to the end. That's the right corner, to the end of the line, yes. Then you draw an arc on the circumference. Be quick about that. The time is not waiting. Pin, no. Always remember that if you want to draw with the compass, pin the head. Bring it closer to the circumference. Now pin the head and draw the
Yeah.
Now bring it closer to the circumference. It's too far. It's okay. And you can draw the arc there. Alright, that's okay. You can take the compass now, lift it to 180 degrees to the other end of the line. Yes, not the direct end, on the circumference itself. See where the circumference is. On the circumference, yes, yeah. Now bring the pencil close to the circumference and draw another arc. That will be 120 degrees. Yes, it's okay. Now you can pin the head and draw your 120. That's it. Now you've drawn 2 angles. Take your compass to 120 degrees. Let's draw 90. 120 degrees. Yes, let's draw 90. All right, draw an arc from there. You're free, pin the head and draw an arc from there.
Like here.
Yeah. Draw an arc downwards. No, downwards, not up. Downwards, yes. Downwards, yeah. That should be enough. Take the compass to the other side to 60 degrees. Let it be on the circumference. Let it be on the circumference. Let it be on the, no, I mean the leg should be on the circumference. The leg is not on the circumference. Yes. Now take the pencil close to the previous arc you've drawn. Now cut the arc. Pin your and cut the arc. Yes, exactly. Now you've done 3 already. So what you want to do is you want to connect the 3 angles together. Then once we are done connecting the 3 angles, we'll do the other 4 angles at once. You have to be quick. We've used 5 minutes already. We've used 5 minutes already. It's remaining 10 minutes. Let's go. All right. Yeah, that's always kind of going to be a fix. The ruler will have. All right. I think you've gotten that. You've aligned it already. Connect that. You got it. Align with the other one. Align with the other one. Just aligning this alone takes about 2 minutes. All right. Align that very well. Okay. And draw it. Okay. Then align with 90. I know that is not like super accurate, but I know you're trying to beat the time too. So align with 90. Align with 90 degrees. Yeah, flip. Remember, you can flip the ruler and just connect. Great. Now you had your ruler. Let's get to construct the other 4. Hide your ruler. Let's get to construct the other 4. Yes, bring in your compass and let's construct the other 4. Time is, yeah, go ahead. Now, you take your compass to 90 on the circumference, to 90 on the circumference. That's the leg to 90 on the circumference. Take the leg to 90 on the circumference, yes. Now, draw the arc in the, you know where 45 is going to be before 90 degrees. So, take the pencil to that side. No, you're already on 90 degrees. Come on. Take the pencil. Take the pencil to the other side. That's not where 45 will be. 45 will be on the other side. On the acute, yes. Take it up a bit. So you can draw an arc above. Draw an arc above it. Yeah. Now you can pin the head and draw an arc.
Upwards or downwards?
Upwards. So that when you, yeah, that's okay. Now take the leg to 0 degrees so you can cut that other arc. Take the leg to 0 degrees. Take the leg. Can be quick. Take the leg to 0 degrees. 0. Yes. Bring the pencil close. Let it, yeah, that's just okay. You can draw the arc small that way. And you've gotten 45. Well done. It's okay. Now take the leg to 60 and let's draw an arc at 60 so that we can get 30 degrees. We've constructed 45 degrees already, so let's get 30.
How do I get this?
You take the leg to 60. To 60.
Why
To
60?
60. That is 60. Yeah, that's 60. So you know that 30 degrees will be before 45 degrees. So take the pencil all the way down towards 45 degrees. Towards 45 degrees. Towards 45 degrees. You know where? Yeah. But take it up. Take it up. The two arcs you drew before were for it's 45 degrees. So now draw an arc there. Pin it.
Like up or down?
You can draw it up. You can draw it up. You can draw it up. It's okay. It's going to definitely cut it. Okay, you can draw it down a bit. You can draw it also down a bit so that just so that you don't do it twice. It's okay. Now take the compass back to 0. Take the compass back to 0. The leg back to 0. Now take your pencil and try to cut that. Like bring it closer. Try to cut it, and you get 30. Okay, and that is it. It's okay. Now we've gotten 2. It remains 2 more angles. So we are drawing the 2 more angles at the other side of the circumference, 105 and 150. Take your compass to 90. We are going to draw 105. It's going to be in between 90 and 120, just as we did. Great. And bring your pencil towards the center. You know it's always going to be at the center whenever you are bisecting. Towards the center of 90 and 120, so that you can draw an arc there.
Like this.
Yes. But it's going to be up. It's going to be in between 90 and 120. It's going to be above. Yes, exactly. Now you pin the head and draw the arc, probably up or down, but just make it convenient enough.
I think that's too big.
You can undo it. I think the issue you're facing is the height where it is. You can also do it. Okay, now you can do it up. I think you can draw it up now. Yeah, just pin the up side of the compass and draw an arc above. Draw an arc above. Pin the head. Yeah. It's draw it. It's okay. I think it should be able to cut now. Okay, still extend it a little bit. Extend it a little bit so that pin the head and extend the arc a little bit. Okay, that's okay. Now take the compass to 120. Take the compass to 120. Can you be quick? You're getting tired already.
What did you say?
Take the compass to 120. We have 2 minutes left. Cut the previous arc. Yeah, up, of course, yeah. Oh, that was not enough, so it means you have to go back there to draw the arc there. That was not enough, so you take it back there to extend the previous arc that you had. Yes, pin the head and extend it, and it finally cut. So that's exactly 75. Now I want to get 150, so take the compass to 120 and let's draw an arc in between 120 and 180. Take the compass to 120. Take the leg of the compass to 120. Yes. Now bring the pencil downwards. That is it. Now draw an arc there. You can still extend it down a bit. So that it can cut. That is it. Now take the compass to 180 and cut the previous arc. take the compass, the leg of the compass to 180, and let it be exactly on the circumference. Good. Pin the head, bring it closer before you pin the head, then you cut it. We have like 30 seconds left. Okay, great. So we've been able to achieve all the 7 angles. So even if the time goes off, you are just using the ruler to connect the angles, and that's absolutely beautiful. So try to connect the angles.
Yeah.
You bring in your ruler, connect all the 4 angles. This is so awesome. You're able to construct. Yeah, great work. This is how construction can be. This is what architects do. Though theirs is on a higher level, because not just constructing angles alone.
Hey,
All right, great.
hey,
Connect the other one.
my screen, hey, give me a second. My screen's frozen a little.
Okay.
Huh? Thing.
Absolutely. Raise it up a little bit. That is it. Connect it. Okay, do the other end. Though I believe that one was not super accurate, but I get it. Connect the other end. You can't swing the over here. Yeah, you can connect that now. Absolutely awesome. Then the last one. Whoa. Caleb is almost done. It is work. That's very close. Whoa.
My screen's frozen. What? Yeah, my screen's frozen again now. Thank you. Oh, because of here. Yeah, thank you.
Do you have a laptop stand?
No.
That may also help. If you get a laptop stand, any
Why?
one at all, that will just elevate your laptop up a bit, so that breeze could pass through the compartment. So even if the fan is giving a bit of issue for cooling, that could also help. That's what I do to avoid overheating. Okay, let me. Okay, you can
Yeah.
screenshot this and add it on your OneNote. You can screenshot this and add it on your OneNote. Well done.
Okay. Hands up.
Please, you know where you're adding it. You're adding it to. Of course, I will still copy part of it. But just paste it on. That's match section, construction. We already have
Yeah.
that already. Though I don't mind repeating the topic in April here, so that I would move some of those images here in April.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, good. Well done. Well done. So let's, yeah, well done. So we're going to do another activity now. We're going to do
Yeah.
another activity now. I remembered in the last class we talked about ratio and proportion, but let's quickly take a quick icebreaker on BlueKit. Then we'll go
Yeah.
attempt the exercises on ratio and proportion here. So I'm going to share quickly. Now this icebreaker is definitely on ratio and proportion.
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen in a moment. Just give me time. Okay, this is good. Okay, I think this is good enough. It may actually be very easy depending, but that's just an icebreaker, so it's for you to get majority of it as much as you can. I'm going to share the link in a moment. Okay. Okay, click on the link in the chat. I'm sharing my screen now. Click on the link in the chat.
Yeah.
I believe you can see it already.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great, let's go. I'm gonna skip. Let's go.
Yeah.
So try to answer as much as you can. Let's see how it goes. True. Okay, almost. Just remains 20 seconds. So try to still answer a few more questions before it ends. Okay. How did you see the question?
Hello.
Hello, how did you see the question?
It was good. Sorry I left. My laptop did the thing again. I'm not sure whether I should do a factory reset on the laptop or open it and clean the fan.
Any of it could also help. Any of it could also help. I don't know if it's Windows updates that's
Yeah, no, I don't
always
know how to upgrade it to Windows 11.
and I don't have the file to that actually. You may need a file. You may need an installation file to
Yeah, no,
upgrade
I have
it.
the file, but then it said that I didn't meet the requirements to get it. Like, if I try opening it right now, downloads. There's one that literally says Windows 10 upgrade 9252.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you click that, it will not. I tried that on my system because my system was also running Windows 10, but when my SSD crashed, I went to change the SSD, and inside the SSD was already a bootable Windows 11. So, and it's running Windows 11 efficiently right now. So, I
so do
don't
you know why
think
my laptop keeps on shutting down? Because it says this type of laptop isn't supported anymore.
that's the Windows. I guess they're trying to. That's probably the Windows. But is there no? I don't know how they do that there. Is there no technician that could help you boot Windows 11? There could be a way
No,
for
no, that's why I'm thinking about getting a monitor or something.
I don't have the file to that. I did mean I had the file to that. I would not mind sending how else maybe through Telegram or something. There would have been a way to send it or through Zoom because Zoom too allows upload of file. it's it's something that you can, if you meet anybody that boots Windows 11, they could help you boot if there is any technician over there that boots, just like the way there are technicians in over here that works on laptop. That was the
Yeah.
people that helped me to do it. I don't have the bootable. I only have bootable Windows 10, but they didn't have Windows 10 that day, and they put in Windows 11 for me. That was all. So if it's something that could be fixed, they could fix it. They could change your Windows 10 to Windows 11 for
Yeah.
you. All right. Sorry about that. It's. I know there is a fix. Actually, there is a fix for it.
Or is
There
there a
is a
fix I can
fix.
do like virtually and not actually have to like get something replaced in the actual system?
I would. Can you provide your email in the chat?
Okay.
Yeah, provide your email in the chat. I don't. That's probably the only way I could probably contact you. I will have to find a solution by getting the file, like the Windows 11 file, because there are a lot of these people that install Windows 11. But the thing is, even if you are going to
Yeah.
install it, you probably need a hard drive, like another hard drive, like another uh SSD, probably, because if I'm to boot your Windows 11 on your system, when I'm
Yeah.
booting it, even if I boot it remotely from here, your system will shut down at some point, so we won't be connected anymore. Like even if I put it through Zoom, because I know Zoom has remote control. Like I could actually do it from here, but it's going to shut down. So the best thing is I will get the file if I can and send it to you. I'll find a way to send it to you. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll find a way to send it to you. But I'll also find other reasons why your system should be doing that. I will find other reasons why the system should be doing that. So sorry about that, how it has been going for you. But I know there
Yeah.
is a fix. There is a fix. All right?
Yeah.
There is a fix. So this is I'm going to give this as an assignment because I wanted you to start doing it right now, but we will not be able to finish. So I'm going to it's a match. That was a match. If you go to ratios and proportion, you can go there now. Do you have the link to your OneNote? Okay, you still have it. So go to your OneNote. Go to ratios and proportion in March. I don't want to repaste that in April again. So go to that of
Yeah.
March. Then try to answer the questions there. You can start answering it right now. There are up to um there are up to 18 questions on ratio and proportion, but you can try to answer. You can try answering it now. Then when the class is over, you continue. All right. I hope they didn't
Yeah.
give you assignment.
Who didn't give me assignment?
Okay. So that will not be too much for you. Are you on your OneNote already?
Yeah. Just don't know how to do this. Should I like cause I don't even know what I should get. New monitor.
Okay, I've seen your email. Is this email on your PC?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now your system is still not responding.
It is. It's just like shutting off randomly.
Okay, you may also consider extending the on-screen time. That means the time when it blanks off.
How do I do that? I'm not even sure I have it on.
Ah, all of this could be figured out from the settings. If you go to the settings of your laptop, you can search all of these things. It just display. If you just say display, and it opens there, there is a place where you could even there's also power settings where you could extend. You just search it, and thank God there is now ChatGPT. You can easily find out some fix from there, like engage with AI and ask it this kind of questions. This is how I try to fix some things, and um, you could
Mm.
actually get a
Oh,
solution
I'm
from
gonna
that.
this. Yeah.
All right. So would you be able to do the assignment? You would, right?
Probably. I guess.
All right. Try to do it. I know it may not be today. If you cannot, if you're trying to spend some of your time fixing this today, but try to do it before our next class. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to oh, this is my system. This is also, I think it's a Windows thing. All right.
I guess so.
All right. We see next week. Take care. And bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Mm.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Sophia. Welcome to class. Can you hear me? Welcome to
Yes, I
class. Can you hear
can.
me? All right. Thank you. Thanks for being on time today, and I look forward to every day being on time. Okay, so let's give a few minutes. Let's say 2 more minutes. Let's say Precious will join. Mm. All right. We will probably have to start soon. I know that Precious will join in a moment, or except there's any other reason why she won't join. She will join in a moment. We have let me again. Let's give her 1 more minute. Okay, she's already here. All right. I think we are good today. Hello, Precious. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. Welcome to another day of class. We're going to continue from where we stopped, and it's still on graphical inequalities. But this time around, we are going to be on tax. Okay, we're going to try to finish all the taxes today. Sophia wasn't here on Monday, but let's me quickly share the screen. It's going to see what I did. Now, in the last class, I mentioned that we should have our OneNote opened, and because what I'm sharing here as on my screen is my note. So, but what is on my notes, I want you to replicate it on your notes. Either while the class is going on, which is probably much better, or after the class. So I'll prefer you do it as the class is going on. That's going to keep you from procrastinating or delaying and all of that. I believe that makes a lot of sense. So let me share my screen now. Does that make sense? Any questions on what I just said? Let me share my screen. Please, I will need active participation here. I'll need active participation here. I believe we can see. Okay, I'm sharing already. So probably in a moment we should be able to see the screen. Can we? Can we see it? Can we all see it? Oh no, this yeah. So this was it. This is where the tab is. Hello. So, Sophia and Precious, can you hear me? Oh, okay, okay. So this is what we have. This is what we did last time. We were able to locate the points. We were able to locate the point on the graph, and we were able to tell that these 2 points on the green area, on the green region, was the only points that satisfy, or where these points were the points that satisfies the inequality. So we were able to shade that region, and the one in yellow highlight, those ones do not satisfy, or those ones don't agree with inequality. So that region is not, and that's simply because based on what we are seeing on the graph, we already know that broken lines means less than or greater than, while thick line means less than equal to or greater than equal to. So in this case, we shaded the left region. Then we're able to do this. We're able to answer this. So it's time for us to answer other questions. Let's get to, and we're able to do this. Okay, so it's time for us to attempt 3C now. So let's participate here. The question says, these regions that we're about to shade now will satisfy the inequality. Now we have two inequalities here. I can call this 2 in 1, and I can call the other one 2 in 1. So you can almost say that there are 4 inequalities here. So we are going to get the region for each of these inequalities on the same one graph, like on one graph. So can we do that now? Let's try to attempt the first one. I'm going to ask Precious to attempt the first one, so Sophia can understand how we did it, and he will be able to attempt the second one. So Sophia, give it a try. For the first one, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Okay, Precious, try to attempt the first one. based on what we did last, based on the what we did last time. Am I too fast? Or do I need, okay, I believe Precious will be able to do it. So let's Precious do the first one. Is there any issue? Is there any issue? I, I believe you can do it, right? Hello, Precious, are you there? Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, attempt the first one.
First, you have to use shade from wait. Since the first one is has like a or equal to, use shade from. mm, Okay, if you draw a dashed line across from x equals to -1.
So you meant -1 that is on the x-axis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, why did we go
Huh?
to x? Why did we do the one on x?
That's just one I did first.
Okay, so the variable tells that -1 is less than x. So we'll first mark -1 on the x-axis with a broken line because that sign doesn't have equal to, it's just less than. All right,
Yeah,
that's
and
absolutely correct.
then you draw like a line at x equals to 4.
Would it be a broken line or a solid line?
It'd be a solid one
Okay, why is that so?
because it doesn't it's equal.
Okay, I'm going to do that then. I will draw a line at x.
And then you do draw a line at y equals to -2.
Okay, y equals to -2. So what
Yeah.
line will be there at minus
What
2?
my y equals to -2.
What kind of line? Is it a
A
broken
solid
line?
line.
A solid line? Okay, so you can see, Sophia, that side it's showing because it has equal to. That's obviously why we're drawing. Is why that's why we're using a solid line here. Mm-hmm. All right, then what's the last one?
Draw one at y equals to 2.
Y equals to 2. So what kind of line would that be?
Dash.
Okay, that okay, broken lines. All right. All right. I could just draw that manually. So where do we shade? Where do we shade?
From from x equals -1 to x equals to 4. And from y equals to -2 to y equals to 2.
So we are shading the center here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just get highlighter and shade. I will have to make that super accurate. So that's exactly what we did in the previous class, and we shaded this. So this is the region. Sefia, did you get what we did? Did you understand what we
No,
did? Okay,
no.
I'm gonna explain it in a moment. So Sefia, when you look at -1 less than x, what does it mean?
That -1 is smaller than x.
Obviously. So the first thing is that you are going to use the idea of equality, that is equal to. You first mark -1. All right. So if you notice, there are 4 numbers here. There is -1, 4, -2, and 2. You first mark it like, instead of x greater or less than, or greater equal to, less than equal to, you first mark it as equal to on the graph, because it's the region you are shading that will tell whether it's less than or is greater than. And the kind of line you use is what will tell you whether that number is included or excluded. Is included when it's a solid line, or when the symbol is having an equal to, that is greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. Then it's excluded when the line is broken, or the symbol is greater than or less than. Does that make sense to you?
I still don't get it.
Yeah, but what I just said, did it make sense to you first?
Yes.
Okay, if that made sense to you, then we go ahead to represent these numbers as x equals to -1. But then we also mind the lines we are doing there, we are using there. So -1 equals to x, or x equals to -1. So when we get to -1, then we now look at the symbol. Okay, that's a less than symbol. There is no equal to, it's just a less than, no equal to under the sign. So we use a broken line. And then x equals to 4, that symbol has an equal to, less than, equal to. So we use a solid line. Minus y equals to -2. Note that the variables here differ, so that's why we are careful where we are drawing the lines. So that's why we crossed -1 on the x-axis. You see that this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. That's exactly what that is exactly what it is. And because -1 is on the x-axis, we cross -1 with a broken line due to the sign. We cross 4 with a solid line due to the sign. We cross -2 and 2 on the y-axis. You see how it crosses due to the signs as well. Then the region it's created is where we are going to shade. Do you understand? Do you understand now?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can easily tell that the values of y is 1, 0, -1, and -2, because -2 is included. 2 is not part. Any other number here, even 1.5, 1.9 is included. Then the values of x is also another one. The values of x is going to range from 0 to 4. From 0 to 4. Even -0.5 will be included. So from this part to 4, because 4 is included. That's exactly what it is. So I guess this has been resolved. Let's go on to the next question. So number 4 says, given that x and y are integers, suggest inequalities that satisfy these 6 coordinate pairs and no more. What are we going to do here? Given that x and y are integers, suggest inequalities that satisfies these 6 coordinate pairs. These 6 coordinate pairs. They ask you to suggest. That means you can form your inequality by yourself. You can form your inequalities by yourself. You can draw your region by yourself. Moreover, this is a region. It could also include this part, or you could make it include this down part instead. They just want it to be creative. They just want it to be creative. So if you have if you suggest an inequality or suggest inequalities depending that satisfies these 6 coordinate pairs and no more, just that coordinate pair. But I want to give you an idea. What you want to do is you want to have something that's going to look like this. Let me share the region so you have idea and you can easily form your inequality. So I'm going to shade I'm going to shade this region. So just a moment. So you want something that looks like this. So something that looks like this, right? So I want you to suggest an inequality, or probably either a two-in-one inequality or inequalities that will satisfy this region. That is what I want. That will satisfy this region. Go ahead and type it in the chat. Let's see who gets the answer today. So looking at that, try to get the inequality that will satisfy that region. That will satisfy that region. This same exercise is on your OneNote. Oh. It's just that I'm doing it on my note, which you can equally do on your notes as well. But I want you to send it in the chat. Send to me. I want to see your answers. I want to see your responses. Okay. Okay, Sophie, I've seen your response. I'm waiting for you, Precious. Precious, can you attempt?
A or B?
What do you say?
A or B?
Oh, okay. I said this one that we shaded. Tell me for A. Yeah, for A. Tell me for A. So just inequalities that satisfies this 6 coordinate pair. But indirectly, you're answering the A and B together. But let's limit it to this region. Where you're thinking of inequalities, limit it to this region. Because there are a lot of inequalities that you can use to satisfy this region. But just this region I shaded, give me some inequalities that could satisfy it. In short, let me even further limit it. Just a moment, please. Let me undo all of this shading. I'm going to make it even smaller so that it's going to make even more sense here. So I will shade it. I will stop it at 4. It's up to you to decide what inequalities is going to be. So I will stop it at 4 here. And probably even stop it here. So just give me an inequality that satisfies this region. It's that easy. It's easy, and I'll show you in a moment. But I just hope I just hope someone gets it. Okay. Okay, is that not the coordinate point that you are showing me? I guess it's the coordinate point. They are telling me minus 1, okay, 1 minus 1, yeah. 2, all those ones are the coordinate point. 2 minus 1, all those ones are the coordinate point. I need the inequality. Okay, let's get into it. Let's not waste any further time. Let's try to see how we can get it. So the first thing is, what I would do is I'm going to draw a thick line above this region, or maybe not even a thick line. I could make it a broken line all through. Yes, I can make it a broken line all through. I could also make a broken line here, because that's where the region is. And all of this, why I'm making broken lines is because the coordinates did not get to that place. The coordinates are within. So I will just but I could also make it a solid line. It doesn't change anything. So let me just make one a solid line. Let me make this one that goes all the way here a solid line. Let me make it a solid line. So all other ones are broken lines, but we have one that is a solid line. Now, where did this pass through? You should note that when any line that goes up like this is crossing the x-axis, but in the real sense, the x-axis is horizontal and the y-axis is vertical. But when you say that something is crossing the x-axis, it's going to kind of be a vertical line. And when you say something is crossing the y-axis, it's kind of going to be an horizontal line crossing the y-axis. So that's exactly what I meant by that. So I hope that is understood. Sephia, if you are following up to this point, tell me that you're following, because I want to do a small magic now. But it's easy actually. It's not a magic. Okay, Precious, I hope you're following as well. So if Sephia, okay, Precious and Sephia, I believe we're following. So we're going to first deal with the x, and then we'll deal with the y. So we're also going to deal with the numbers. We are having 4 lines here, so that means we have 4 numbers we are dealing with. The thick line is on 0. I told you when it's crossing up. So where is it crossing? It's crossing at 0 on the x-axis. So we have 0 there. And at the other side, we have 4 on the x-axis. Then when we come to the y-axis, the smallest number that is crossing is -3. And the biggest number is crossing there is also at 0. You see, it's also at 0. So, and looking at it, the next thing we're now going to do, now we've dealt with all the variables and the numbers, it's time for us to put the sign. We have the one at 0 being a thick line. We are going to put greater than, because the region is greater than 0. But not just greater than, because it's a thick line, we are going to put equal to, so greater or equal to 0. Then the other ones, the other one at 4, which is a broken line, the values of x is less than 4. Because it's a broken line, there will be no equal to. Then, sorry, let me undo that. I think that could be a bit confusing because the values are greater than 0. So 0 can't be greater than x. Sorry about that. So it's going to be a 0 less than or equal to x. Then the values of x, they are less than 4. They are not greater than 4. And because that line is a broken line, it means 4 is not included. So we are going to put less than and would not put equal to. Then for the other one, on the y-axis, the two lines are broken. So we have -3 is less than y, and y, sorry, yeah, -3 is less than y, and y is less than 0. So I hope that makes sense. If this is 0 and this is 4 and this is 0 and this is -3, you can see that -3 is less than the region, and the region which represents y, if x and y were to be in the middle, you can easily see that y is greater than -3, or -3 is less than y, and y is less than 0. 0 is less than x or equal to x, and x is less than 4. Does that make sense? Did we understand? Okay, if we understood, I want someone to explain it in like a minute. Did you understand that? Precious, are you there? This is the last class for this topic. We are not going to come back to this topic again. This is the last class for this topic. So I believe, like, even if we're going to come, even if there will be any day we'll come back to the topic, that will not be this. That will probably be in a later time, maybe later part of the year. All right. So, but I want to know if we understood this whole idea of region on the graph representing less than equal to, because we've done all of this on number line before, but now it's about graph. And what made me to start doing this was when we did a quiz on the graphical representation of linear inequalities, and I found that it was a problem, so we had to look at it. So tell me if you understood this topic before we go to the next question. We could come up with more inequalities than this. Oh, we could come up, in short, I could extend as far as it satisfies those numbers. As you can say, y is 1, y is 2, y is 3, y is y is -1 here, based on what is here. Y is -2. Let me just write that down so you can see the values of y based on the graph. Y is -1, y is -2. Okay, y is not 3, so we're going to leave minus. Y is not -3 because it's not included. Then let's look at the values of x. X here is, we have 3 values of x. X here is 1, x is 2, x is 3. So we can see that it suits in here. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. And if you also put -1 and you put -2, you see that it also suits in that inequality. So that's the whole thing. If you can picture it like this, you'll be able to understand it. Any questions? Any question? Ask your question. Ask your question. Sophia, do you understand? Hello? Sophia, are you there? Precious, are you there? Unmute your mic and tell me what you understood. Why are we scared to express ourselves in the class? Are we scared of getting it wrong? Don't be scared of getting it wrong. Don't try to be a perfectionist right now. That's why it's learning. So don't be scared to get it wrong. Give an attempt. Give an attempt. All right. You can explain what you understood, so I can move on. We are a bit reluctant to do it. It's beyond this, so I could also, there are a lot of ones I could form. It's beyond, in short, let me form another one quickly. Again, I will draw a bigger region here. I could draw a thick line here. Draw another thick line here. In short, let me remove that. Let me draw the thick line directly on this. Then I could draw okay, let me extend this here. Then I could draw a broken line here. And I could draw, let me make it down. And this may just be the only 3 lines that are there. This may just be the only 3 lines that are there. I should just know that X and Y are in the middle. In this case, we have 2 values of X. See that we have -2 and 3. And we have 1 value of Y, which is 2. So since we have 1 value of Y, and the 1 value of Y says that it's a thick line, we can just easily put Y here. And since Y is below, based on what we just have, the region is in this boxed rectangle. We can have Y is less than equal to 2. Less than is below 2. And because the line is a thick line, it's below or equal to 2. That's less than or equal to 2. Then when we have X, we can also say that, okay, since we have 2 values of X, -2 and let's raise that a bit. -2 and, okay, this amount is 3. We can put, since the one at -2 is a broken line and -2 is less than X, see that X is after 2, after -2. We are going to put -2 is less than X. Is a broken line, no need for equal to. Then the line at 3, that line is a thick line, so that will be equal to sign with a symbol. And since X is before 3, it simply means that X is less than, and for the fact that it's a thick line, X is less than or equal to 3. If you look at those points that I just mentioned, where Y is -1 and where Y is -2, so -2 and -1 for Y, you see that these 2 numbers are below 2. Then when you also look at the values of X as 1, 2 and 3, you see that 3 is included. 1 and 2 is also part of the values of X. And if I go ahead to shade this, let me shade this with purple. If I go ahead to shade this with purple, it will still be correct. These are some kind of inequalities that is going to be. It will still be correct. If I shade on it, oh, it's going to turn black. That's why I won't shade on it. Yeah, it's going to turn black. So you see, all of this is still absolutely what? Correct. I hope we understood. Did we? And that makes a whole lot of sense right now. So any of this is very possible. Are we still there? Or we have gone. Can I go on to the next question? All right. Okay. Let's let's take a quick let's take a quick question before we continue. Kind of an icebreaker, because we're about to enter two variables now. Okay, and I would like to start with Sephia. I would like to ask a question. Maybe I would do it in chat. I don't know why you guys are reluctant to speak today or talk. Okay, I will send it. I will send it to the chat, everybody. But then you'll be able to respond to me. So be expecting it in the chat in a moment now. So I want your response. Before we go to the next one, I want your response. I've sent something in the chat. I want our responses on that question. What's the difference between x equals to 25, x greater than 25, and x greater or equal to 25? What's the difference? What's the difference? What does it mean? Quickly tell me the difference and let's go. I know that is easy. For us, I believe we can attempt it. I believe we can attempt it. So let's give it a try. Let's give it an answer. Hello? Hello? Sephia? Hello? Precious?
Yeah.
Give it a try. Give the question in the chat a try.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay. How about you, Sephia? Right. Why I'm expecting your answers in a minute. I'm expecting your answers in a minute. Expecting your answers in a minute. Okay. I want to believe that we are true. Okay, I've seen your answer. I've seen an answer already. Well done. Oh, that response was awesome. That response was great. All right, that's good. Let's continue with what we have on the screen. Let's continue what we have on the screen. So let's see how we can answer all of these quickly. It's a great one. So we have the first one. So this is two variables. Show by substitution. Show by substitution. That's the show by substitution that these two coordinate pairs satisfy the inequality. Well, it may not satisfy. I don't even want to use the point. I'm going to choose my own points. But what I used to do is I would choose a point at this side of that is the okay. Let me just shade the two parts of the graph. Let me just shade. So I'm going to shade one with purple. I will shade one with yellow. So this side I will shade with purple. Just right here along the line all the way here. So this is exactly where I want to discover something over here. So I just have this shaded. Now any of them could be the region. Note that me shading does not mean that that's the region. I just want to use the color to tell the part of the graph, because that's going to help us in a moment. You will see why I'm saying so. That's going to help us in a moment. So it shouldn't take us so much time to figure this out. We're going to figure it out before the end of the class. Yes. So this is for purple. There's the purple. Now let's shade that of the other side, which is going to be yellow. So I also have this. Well, okay. All right. So see me doing this. I'm shading all of this part. Probably this pen. Let me just check the size of this. I want it to be a bit big. It seems that's probably the size. I wish I could draw it faster in about 5 seconds. So yeah. Okay, so there's it. We are done. Now, what I want you to know is that we are going to look at what they're asking for. Once they give an inequality, like y equals to, okay, I'll use black. Y equals to this, y less than, y greater than, just know that your reference point will be x. But if they give x, your reference point will be y. So in this case, they gave y less than 3 minus 2x. We don't even know what they are talking, where it is on the graph. So how do we find out? We have several values of y. I would only pick one value. I usually pick the one that is on the axis like this. That's 3. Because it's why that is what I used to pick. I used to pick that one. Then I will extend it to this side and pick any of the, most likely I used to pick something very close to what is here. So I'm going to pick -2 for the value of x, and I will do the same at the other side. So you see, I'm picking the value of x on the purple region, and I'm also picking the value of x on the yellow region. because I want to know which of the regions agrees that 3, when the value of x is either -2 or 2, one of it, that region where x is that, at that point is going to be less than 3 minus 2x. So I'm going to mark that point now. I'm going to mark it with an x, and I'll also mark this with an x. Now, let's substitute the value of x, which is -2 and 2. Let's know whether the purple region is less than 3 minus 2x, or let's know if the yellow region is less than 3 minus 2x. So y, which is 3 already, we already know y, is less than, we substitute x, 3 minus 2 times -2, right? Or open bracket -2, any of them still works. Yeah, so any of them still works. We can put it in the brackets there. Then we'll do the second one. We do 3 less than 3 minus 2, open bracket 2. So let's solve the first one. The first one says, okay, or let's solve any one. The first one says 3 less than 3 minus 4, which means 3 less than -1. Yeah, -1. Then we have okay. Then we have 3 less than 3 minus 4. Sorry, this is a mistake. Plus, I was actually looking at it, and I just figured that out. So +7, because minus times minus will be plus. So obviously that was how we arrived at that. Then we have 3 less than -1. So you see that on the both sides, 3 less than +7 is absolutely correct, but 3 less than -1 is absolutely wrong. So therefore, if the value of x is -2, then y would be less than 3 minus 2x. That is the situation that satisfies the inequality. So it means any other point here, even this point will agree. This point will agree. All of the points here will agree. Like if you cover it with all black, all the points there will agree that, oh, the value of x at this point, when y, corresponding value of y, is going to be, by the time you substitute it, y will be less than 3 minus 2x. And so our region is the purple region here. This will be our region. This, nope, not our region. Do we understand that? Tell me if we understood. 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 Because these 2a, I'm going to copy this again and paste it in our OneNote. Tell me if you understood, because we're going to do this exact thing on our OneNote, and that will be an assignment for us. I would pause sharing. Tell me, do we understand? Do we understand? Any question? Sephia, any question? Thank you, Precious. Any question, Sephia? Okay, so I want to believe we understood it. And Sephia, I would want each and every one of us to attempt this. So because of that, I'm going to copy this. We've already done it. I'm going to copy it and paste it in our OneNote. Okay, let me even just do that. And paste exact. So you're going to complete the remaining. Oh, you're going to complete the remaining part of it. So we can check our OneNote, and we are going to see it there. Sophia, do you have access to your OneNote? Sophia, do you have access to your OneNote? Sophia, do you have access to your OneNote? All right. Precious, confirm that it's on your OneNote, that you can see it. What we just did, I've copied it into your, I've sent into your OneNote. Confirm that it's there, that you can see it there. So if you scroll down, is the ones that have been done already while we did it in class is already there. It has been done and it's already in your OneNote. So the only thing I'm asking us to do, let me even share my screen so you see what I'm doing before we call it a day. So this is Precious OneNote here. So Precious, I've sent this into your OneNote. I believe we can see this. So the only thing we did not do in the previous class was this starter quiz, because we've done it before, though you can still do it again. But this particular one, we did it in class last time, and so I had to just copy it directly. So everything we did last class, that was on Monday, is now in our OneNote. Also, the one we did today, right? The one we did today is also in our OneNote. So we can check up on that and try to do number 2A and B and number 3. Do not fail to do it. Attempt doing it. Use your color shades like this and make it fun while doing it. You are going to understand, you understand it better, you enjoy the whole process, and it's not going to be taxing for you. You see, it was not so difficult. It's just all we were dealing with here was plus and minus multiplication. We didn't even, there was no, if there is any division, it's going to be if there is a fraction, and we still like multiplication and division. So those were all the operations we were doing here just to find out the region. If that is understood, we can call it a day. Take care and do have a nice day. Bye and see you tomorrow. Keep to time. Nobody wants to, maybe understand all of those things. I'm joining immediately. I'm expecting a Ifeoluwa soon. Wow, Ifeoluwa is already waiting. That's incredible. So, what is the issue? Is there anybody in the call? This is exactly 7. And already tell I'm ready. Okay. Hello. Hello, Ife. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So it's time for today's class. You are on holidays, right?
Yes, the holiday started today.
Okay, okay. It starts today. All right. So, I wish you a great holiday and a great holiday ahead. Today
Okay.
we are doing something awesome. Was there any interesting activity you all had today? Probably in school or yesterday?
Well, yesterday I had my science exam.
Your which exam, please?
For science.
Sorry, can you type that in the chat? I can't hear you.
It's for science.
Okay, science exam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So, and how did it go?
It was really good.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great to hear. Today we are doing. Adding that quickly on your OneNote. We are doing a topic as a continuation of what we did last week. Of what we did last week. So that's seed dispersal. I'm going to share my screen. It's already on your OneNote though, so you can also check up on your OneNote after the class. The link to the presentation is right there, and there is a worksheet right there as well. But before we go to the worksheet, let's know what seed dispersal is, methods of seed dispersal, and the rest of it like that. But that's the focus of today's topic. Have you heard of seed dispersal before now?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Okay, that's going to be a great one today then, a great experience. So I'll share my screen in a moment. Let this load up here. Okay, and here we have it. Okay, this presentation will not take me up to 20 minutes to explain. It's quite straightforward. 20 minutes can be a lot. Like, I should be done with this presentation in like 15 minutes. I'm done with the teaching. I could also ask you questions in between. That's maybe what will extend it to about 20 minutes, but I could also ask you questions in between that will want you to respond. So tell me when you can see my screen.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you see this? Can you see my screen? Okay, just tell me
Yes, I
when.
can see your screen.
Okay, great. So that's the topic we have for today, seed dispersal. Let me present that in a larger view. Oh, this probably just went so much. Sorry. I want this to be on a full screen. So, but I hope it's okay. It should be big enough for you to see. All right. So our topic is seed dispersal, and in other words, it's when we talked about pollination and fertilization. Can you remember? Can you remember what we talked about in that topic? Pollination and fertilization. Can you kind of just give me a summary in like a minute or two?
Okay. So
All right,
pollination is the transfer of pollen from the flower milk pods, which is the anther, to the female parts, to the stigma.
Okay. What were the two types of pollination we talked about?
There's fertilization.
Okay, like before you talk about fertilization, can you remember the two types of pollination that we talked about?
Uh, there was self pollination and cross pollination.
Oh, that's absolutely correct. Well done. That was great. Great retention there. Okay. Then just give us a summary of fertilization. 30 seconds.
Okay, so fertilization is the fusion of the male and female gametes with the sperm and egg to form a zygote.
Okay. And what happens? What will be the final product of the zygote?
The final uh, the final product of fertilization in humans is a zygote.
Yeah, fertilization in humans is a zygote. Where even in plants is also a zygote. But the end point, when it comes to humans, we are talking about plants here. When it comes to humans, is a baby, or when it comes to animals, it's an animal, right? It's the same offspring, the same species. So also when it comes to plant, what happens is that it produces a seed. We talked about that the body could turn to fruits, and within the fruits there will be seed. That's exactly what happens. So that's how tomatoes form, pepper, that's how they form. That's how mangoes, oranges, watermelon, that's how they form. They form through this process of pollination and fertilization to produce seed. Now, this seed needs to be dispersed because when a plant produces seed, that seed needs to be dispersed far apart. That's what they call the sexual reproduction of plants, because seed was produced from the fusion of two gametes. So seed is the product, but the final, like that product would now be able to make a new plant to germinate. Are you still listening? Are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, so let's continue. All right, let me just get back to. All right, so the next thing is, what is now seed dispersal? It has to be the different methods. All right, the different methods. We are going to know what it is. We would see what it is, and we know the different methods whereby the seeds get to different locations. So, and we have to describe the different methods. As after knowing or naming it, we have to describe it. So before we go on, can you can you just give an idea? You may have an idea once you can see this concept, this picture. A gardener is trimming a plant. They noticed that a plant of the same variety, the same plant, was found just close by. They did not plant it, like nobody planted it, but they found it growing there. How could this have happened?
Well, maybe because there's another seed that was the same as that's other seed that grew into the planets.
Okay, and so that must have made it. So what pushed the seed there? Who put the seed there? Because I don't know how the seed got there. That's so weird. How did the seed just get there? Like, I don't even get it.
And maybe because the seed was dispersed,
Okay, it was
and
dispersed.
maybe the seed was just really close to that other seed that the gardener was planting.
Okay, okay, okay. I will agree. I will agree with you. Yeah, the seed was dispersed. So, in other words, let's now find out what it is. In other words, it has to do with transporting or transportation of those seeds. Transportation of those seeds. So, let's see how we can transport it. Yeah. So, transportation of those seeds from the parent plant to another area in order to grow. That's what seed dispersal is. That's exactly what seed dispersal is. So let's look at the methods. The first method is animal exterior. Can you see all those funny things that is on the animal body? They are the attachments on the animal. Can you see?
Yeah,
Yeah. So that is that is exactly what makes it to be like. They are the attachments there. So I'm not even done with that, because I still want to write something here. So there are the attachments there. Now, all those attachments were not intentional. Like, they just got close to some fruits. They want to eat, you know. They want to eat what's there. Now there are some hooks of the ones that are even just growing or parts of it that contains the seeds, or some of these flowers that are hooked on the body that has produced seed is going to be dispersed. Probably a lot of seeds are already, and it just needs to be dispersed. The flowers will wither anyways. So what now happens is that the body gets stuck with all of these things on the body, like the fur of the animal gets stuck. So as they move about, this drops at different locations and start growing there. That's exactly what happens. Example is goose grass and burdock. Goose grass and burdock. Do we have any question on that? The animal exterior. All right. Then the next one we have here is interior. The animal will eat it. This usually happens mostly with fruits. They eat fruits like watermelon, tomatoes, raspberries, which there are several other fruits. Apple, what they call it, any fruit at all. As far as the fruits have like seed inside it, the seeds are within, and once they are done eating it, the seed will go along to the belly of the stomach of that animal. That's to the stomach, or to the belly of that animal, to the stomach. All right. And when it's in the stomach, it's going to pass through the digestive system. The fruit will get digested, but there's a likelihood that the seeds are not getting digested. The animal is going to actually excrete it. That animal is going to excrete it later. It's going to release it as a waste later, because it's not going to digest. And wherever it's released, it's going to start growing there. Except the soil conditions of that area does not support the plant growing. But the high chances of it growing, like the chance of it growing is very high. So like there are high chances that it's going to actually going to germinate or grow. All right, due to the manure that is or the conditions of the soil, or the abode of the animal where the animal was living. If the animal did not go so far, there's likely that it's going to grow in that same area, or just in a different spot, but within that same area. So that's for animal interior. We have tomatoes, raspberries. There are other examples. All right. Any questions on animal interior?
No.
Okay, then the next one we have animal burial. This squirrel here doesn't want to stress itself, so it's going to take the nuts, it's going to harvest nuts and harvest more than what it can eat at once. Then it's going to store some of them in the soil. So indirectly it has planted those nuts, but it was not intentional. That was not the idea. That was not the reason. But he wanted to save this nut for later, like when it's hungry again, it's just gonna go there. It's just like measuring some cups of rice and you cooked it. You did not like you did not cook the exact amount you want to eat once. I mean, probably what you cooked is way more than what you can eat once. So, and you are not planning to eat it once. You just want to eat a part of it. Now that you're hungry, when you're hungry again, you want to take out of it again to eat. That's an example. So that's exactly what the squirrel is doing. But indirectly, the squirrel is placing it in the soil. So by the time they forget about the nut that they placed there, because there will be several nuts in several places, they'll forget it and the nut will germinate into a new plant. So that's burial. That's animal burial. Do you have any question on that?
No.
Okay. So it seems that's very clear enough. Example is acorns. Acorns. That's an example. Acorns. Then we have a new one now. We are done with animals. Animal, animal. So go to the chat now. Type the 3 different types of dispersal for animals, like that involves animals, before we go to the one that involves wind and water. Yeah, type in the chat, tell me what your answer is, or what the 3 animal.
Okay.
Yeah, type in the chat. Oh yeah, I'm waiting. Okay, you wrote wind, water, and animals. Yes, of course. We've not talked about wind and water. We've only talked about animals. I only mentioned that we'd soon talk about wind and water soon. But tell me the 3 types of dispersal that has to do with animals, that is specifically for animals. You remember we talked about 3 just now. We explained 3. Mention that in the chat. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for your response.
I can't remember the names of them. I can't remember the names for the types of espresso.
Then explain it. Explain it. Let me give you an idea. Like explain it because you saw the pictures, right? You saw the images. So explain the first one, second one, and third one. You saw the images that explain the three different types. Right. Explain that in the chat. Tell me what it's all about. The three of them before we go to wind and water. Of course, there's also dispersal by fire, but it's not in this slide. Like dispersal by fire exists. I could talk about it very lightly, but that's not so common. All right, that's not a common one. All right. So go ahead. Explain it. I'm waiting. No response. Okay. Are you typing?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, please. Okay, great. Well done. When the buttock is stuck on the animal fur, that is the exterior. Good. The second one is where squirrels plant the seed they have for later and forget where they put them. That's awesome. How about the third one?
I forgot about the third one.
Okay, so that second one is in no order. That second one is the animal burial. Then the third one that you didn't talk about is when an animal eats fruits only for them to excrete the seeds later. That is what they call interior. Even it's just that we don't we use a toilet, right? We use the restroom, right? So but animals, they especially ones that just roam about in the forest, in the bush, on rural areas and streets where farming is not. It's like the farming of those animals are just going around, and it's not all of those animals that are being reared as livestock. So some of them are wild. They are not reared. They eat and they pull it out anywhere in the forest. It's going to get planted. That's just the idea. Let's continue. Well done. So this time around, we're going to talk about explosion seed dispersal. This still relates to wind is involved, The only difference is that the seeds were stored somewhere, and all of a sudden, boom, it bursts open when there is need for it to. So, like, it bursts open by itself. By itself, nobody bursts it open. By itself, it bursts open. That's what they call self-propelled. Self-propelled seed disperser. So when it get that when it explodes, all right, then the wind is, while it's dropping, the wind is now going to push it away from the parent plant or from the main plant where it's produced, and from there it can start germinating. So an example is the pea pod explosion disperser. Then the next one, do you have question on this?
No.
All right, so let me just show you the previous one again, though you can view it after now, or it's right on your OneNote. So this exterior, interior, animal burial or buried, explosion, or and slash wind. Now the next one is wind itself, wind seed dispersal. An example is dandelion. It just moves up like a parachute. Dandelions are quite they are whole new plants entirely. Like, these plants are unique in its way. People think that they are weeds. Do you know about dandelions before I even talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I would like to talk about it, but okay, let me hear you. Let me hear you a bit about it, because there is even a beautiful fact I got to know about dandelions. What are they?
Okay. So dandelions are the type of flower, and they have
You know it, or you're searching it up?
no.
Okay. Okay.
They have like those little seeds that, like, when you blow them, they fly away, and when they fly away, they go on to the ground, and that's when they grow.
Okay, I just wanted to talk about like the fun parts of dandelion. Dandelions are actually medicinal. They are used in medicines. They are used. Yeah, they are medicinal. They are edible. People actually think that they are weeds. And that's not fair for dandelions, because dandelions are way more than weeds, right? Dandelions are they are very valuable. They even what they call even bees. Bees, we talked about pollination and fertilization the other day, and I had like a bee background. Bees are they eat this at the early stage, even at the early stage when they start pollinating plants as well. So they eat this, and there is one word I got to know how they like see the origin of this name dandelion. Dent the lion, that was it. Dent the lion, very funny name there. So, and that's what it is. So dandelions are edible, they can be eaten by animals, they are medicinal, and kind of have an historical ground on it. So they are dispersed by wind. Then we have the wind spinning. It's still wind, but they just it's just more like giving you a scenario of how it. So it first spins, and before it gets to the ground, rather than it shooting like a parachute, or rather than exploding itself, when it falls off, it's spinning, and then the wind pushes it away. So from spinning, then the wind pushes it away. So, and it moves away from the parent plant. Example of that kind of example is the maple fruit and the sycamore. The maple fruit and the sycamore tree. Sycamore trees and the apple fruit. Then, any questions on that?
No.
Then the water seed dispersal. This one, water pushes it away, like pushes it to different location, like the willow, the silverbird, and the coconut. Yeah, the willow, the silverbird, and the coconut. These ones, the water can actually push them to different places, the streams, the river, and all of that, to different location for them to grow. And let's see why is necessary. They need space. Plants need space to grow. Plant doesn't want to compete with each. They don't want to compete with themselves for resources. Even though they're not going to survive, they will die. If you see a place that is overcrowded, like check the soil. If the roots are not well spaced and they are competing for what the roots are competing for water, they are competing for nutrients in the soil. If it also happens anywhere that a lot of people are, the resources would reduce. Like for example, if you have $200 or $200 to go on a out, like, just say on an outing with like two people, I'm just saying that could be enough for the hangout. But then when you now increase it from two people to six people, you see what's happening now. What you want to use for two people would now limit the whole resources. Like instead of $100 that could probably go for two people, it's now going to be around less than $40. Like literally, that's what it's going to be. So, and that's already very, very, very small compared to what it was, like less than half of what it was. So that's exactly what it is. Plants will not survive better if they are planted so close to each other. The same species, that's going to be too competitive. They'll compete for water, they'll compete for nutrients, they'll compete for sunlight, they'll compete to survive. So space as well. So that will not be good enough. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the very final one is summary questions. Before we go to our OneNote, summary questions, and we can call it a day for it. So try to answer number 1, number 2, and number 3. Give me your answer in the chat. Give me your answer in the chat here. One example of, you can see the questions there on your screen, so you can also go ahead and type your answer in the chat. One example for number 1. Number 2, 2 ways the wind can disperse seeds. Then number 3, 3 ways animals aid in seed dispersal, just as the number goes. So I'm expecting your answer in a moment in the chat. If you're typing, you're answering number 1. Oh, that's number 1. Okay, I'm still waiting for all of your answers before I give my final verdict of your response. Okay, do that. We have Kahoot to also do, and we have a quiz on your OneNote to do. The quiz will come first, then the Kahoot. Or worksheets, then the Kahoot. They said two ways, not two ways, not two seeds, but two ways that the wind can disperse seeds. So what you mentioned were examples of seeds that are dispersed by winds. No, but mention the two ways. There were three ways we talked about under wind. Just state two. Yeah, waiting for your answer. I'm waiting for your answer. Waiting for your answer there. Hello, are you still there? Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm kind of struggling for two.
For two. Try number three then. How about number three? All right. All right. I'm still waiting for your answer for number three, but it seems it's not coming up. So I'm going to go on with the answer. Okay, I've seen your number three. When they eat the set and pop it out, the seeds stuck onto their fore. Okay. Let's see the answer. Let's go on and see what the answer is. You got part of number three, and you got let's see. That's not it. You mentioned one of number three. So let's quickly get straight to the answer. Yes, so the first one, coconut. Okay, I will give a drum roll for that. I'll give a drum roll for that. The second one is yeah, I'll just give a drum roll for that. The second one is explosion, wind, and wind spinning. Take note of those three. Then for the animals, external on their fur or feathers, then they can excrete seeds, then they can also bury seeds. These are the three things that they do. They can carry on their fur or feathers, they can excrete seeds, and they can also bury seeds. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
All right, so that brings us to the end of today's presentation. Let's get straight to this to OneNote now.
Can you send me the one?
All right, I will do that now. So I've sent it is in the chat. I will stop sharing this and share the OneNote. Yeah, so you are going to go to let me just rename that section too. Yeah, you're going to go to April. Actually, it's supposed to refresh because I've done that already. Don't know why it has not synced here. April science. I've done that on the 2026. Okay. I've done that on the browser. Okay, so tell me, can you see this? Have you been able to access your OneNote?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want you to answer this. If you're able to answer it in the next 5 minutes, then we'll get to Kahoot and answer some questions on Kahoot before we call it a day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, almost done. Well done. Are you sure? It's taking some time to sync from my end. Okay, but that's as you can see, it has synced most of it. So probably the remaining one will sync soon. Well done. So let's get straight to, I'm going to share the link in a moment to Kahoot. Okay. Um, ooh. It's seed dispersal. Okay. Seems the tab I'm on. Just a moment. I'll send the link now. Before I stop sharing what I'm sharing. Yeah, so I'm sending the link in a moment. Oh yeah. So this Kahoot is also on seed disperser. If we're able to finish the Kahoot on time, I have another one that we can do on BlueKit. So, but let me share my screen quickly. I want to believe you are seeing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
All right. So can I start? Okay, join the link. I think I've sent the link in the chat already. All right. Check the chat.
I don't see it.
Okay. Check the chat. Is there.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay. Would you like me to join, or you just want to you play solo today?
Now play solo.
Okay. All right. I have 11 questions. Okay, that's good. The next one. Okay, let's go. That's absolutely correct. Oh, I mentioned that I'll talk a bit about fire. Yeah, there are some plants that they are, what protects the seed is very hard, and it need, or very tough, and it needs a high temperature to break it. That's where fire comes in. So when there's kind of a fire outbreak there, it's in as much as it's clearing some plants, and actually those ashes can still serve as a nutrient to the soil for those plants. So what, of course, fire burning is not always good, because there are disadvantages of it. All right, the ashes to still serve as a nutrient to the soil, but what happens is that those hard part that protects the seed will break off or will loosen, and the seed will be able to fall to the ground. Let's get to the next one. I won't show your points till after 8 questions. After the 8th question. Well done. That was exploding. Yeah. Are you gonna get 11 out of 11? Let's see. Oh, this is absolutely good. Let's see. Animal internal. That's a fruit. That's a fruit. That's a fruit that the tortoise wants to eat. That's a berry there. So it's not external, it's internal. All right, let's continue. Wind, of course. Those are dandelions there that we just saw. They're usually yellowish but turns to white eventually before they are dispersed. That, yes, absolutely correct. Water. Interesting. Yeah. So we are very close to the end of the quiz. How is an apple seed dispersed? Yes, you got it this time. Great. And the last one. Why don't seeds just drop to the ground all in one place? Absolutely correct. That was a 10 out of 11. That is impressive. That's impressive. Okay, that was good. So you see, if I had competed, who knows what would have happened? You may have probably won. All right, so let's have that. It's time for one more. Yeah, one more. So we used like about 5 minutes here. Okay, we have about 4 minutes left. I'm going to share another tab in a moment. Just give me some time. I'm going to share another tab. I'm opening this tab right now. I hope I'm on the right one. Yeah. In a moment, I'm going to share the tab here. Mm. Oof. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share it now. In a moment. Just a moment, please. Gold Quest, right? I should choose. I should go for Gold Quest here.
Yeah.
Gold Quest. Okay, good. So let's get on to it. In a moment, we have about 3 minutes left. Okay, I'll have to make it 2 minutes because, or let's just make it 3 minutes. It will eventually be able to work. If the time is up, I can end it as well. So I'm sending the link in the chats. Go ahead and click on the link and join in. Let's see how many you can answer. There are about 23 questions, but you just answer the most you can, as accurate as you can in the time available. So click on the link and let's get started. Yeah, I'm going to skip. So answer as much as you can. Oh, it was even 4 minutes I picked. Okay. One more minute. I'm interested to know your accuracy. Okay, time is up. I will be ending it right here. I want to know your accuracy. Yeah, what was your accuracy?
85%, I think.
85%. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Well done. There's a short assignment for you to do. Just find fun facts. Is on your OneNote. I just wrote it as a statement. Write some fun facts about seed dispersal. Just research about some fun facts. You would find that interesting when you search that up and you write what you found on your OneNote. Do you understand?
Yeah, how many fun facts should I write down?
Yeah, don't make it too much. You can write like 5 max, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Take care and bye for now.
Bye.
Yeah. Ooh. So this can I can say that I have finished my classes for today, and if you hear throughout the whole section where we had different things, you see how many tabs that I have opened. That is exactly what this preparation is all about. I don't open this all every day. I just have it in my history, so I just restore it. So that makes it so easy for me to prepare. So, but I at some point you would need a more powerful PC, a more powerful CPU, because imagine you're handling like 8 students per day. You would have several OneNotes open. Of course, these are like several OneNotes open, so it will still handle it. Other ones that are open are still tailored towards the preparation. And Canva is your friend. If you enjoy the live stream, unfiltered, I'm not gonna edit anything. So if you enjoy the live stream, if you enjoyed not actually I recorded this with OBS, not live stream. I just wanted to record with OBS first and then compress the file so that I will not be lagging any lags. All right. So if you enjoyed what you just watched, sorry it took up to 3 hours, but I'm sure you can see the whole reality of online teaching. Please kindly give this a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, please. Subscribe to the channel and share to your friends. Bye for now and take care. Bye for now. I really enjoyed the whole section of the Kahoot and everything. Like I really like it. Yeah. Bye for now. I'm going to be ending it right now. Take care and do have a nice day.